We have our own issues in terms of wars, and of course that was the Vietnam War. And regardless of our political views about what our country does, we can never forget that Latinos...
Most of us succeeded. And that's all we got to continue to do.
Proud to be here as a proud Chicano.
It takes work.
Hello.
Hello.
Betty.
Yeah.
We missed you, Betty.
Betty, yeah.
What a turnout. Man says he knows nothing.
I'm going to welcome the Rodriguez family up to the stage. They started this musical group back in the 70s. They've recorded 2 albums so far and have performed for various community and cultural events over the years. There are some big names on this group. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Rodriguez family. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, music by Flor del Pueblo. Adrian got me all riled up. Sorry about that.
Hey, Ramon, ándale. Good to see you. Looking good, man.
Shit, you're happy. It's not even Christmas yet, man. Look at this guy. What a land. What a great
Sir,
are you John Lujan?
I'm John Lujan.
Okay, 1970 Linwood Elementary School.
Yes. Oh.
Ramon Martinez is the principal.
Yes.
Juan Lujan is the teacher.
I was subbing for him.
He sends in kids to the office who are upsetting his class. Two little Mexican kids. One says, I said, they explained to him why they were fighting. He says, se tronó.
Me tronó. And then the other one, another one. Little kid told us, me puso la pompa a andar.
My hometown is here, San Jose, California. I graduated with a BA from the University of Santa Clara. I have a master's from San Jose State University, and I have a doctorate from the University of Southern California. My working career was as an educator, not only as a teacher, but as an administrator as well. The Chicano movement enabled me to be the first generation Latina in my family to go to the University of Santa Clara on full academic scholarship. And so I also took advantage of the money that they offered, because my mom, as first generation to go to college, since I lived so close, would not let me live on campus. As sometimes happens, that can be an obstacle. And so how I got back at that is I have a general humanities major from Santa Clara, and my minor is Spanish. And there was this wonderful program called International Studies Abroad. I surprised my mother and father, but my father went along with it by going my junior year to the University of Madrid in Spain, and my parents didn't pay for anything because I had gotten full scholarships and I traveled all over. So major obstacles to finish college really are just obstacles that sometimes are financial, sometimes are family driven, but you need to find an advocate, as I did in my father, to make sure that you do get to finish college on time. And my message to today's student is never give up. Regardless of what a teacher tells you, a counselor tells you, find that one perfect advocate for yourself, not only as a family member, but as an educator who will believe in you and help you get through that, especially if you're a first-generation student to go to college.
So there's going to be somebody here asking you, a waiter or a waitress asking you, or tell me when your table is up. And so,
Do I owe you money?
Yeah, where's mine?
I got something for you. I'll be back. I got something for you.
Get
Hi, my name is Belinda Quesada, and I'm looking at this paper down here that tells me what my questions are. My hometown, San Jose, California. Original home girl, very proud of that. Of course, San Jose, I was born and raised here before it was called Silicon Valley, so that means a lot to me because I know the history and love the city and the county, of course. I graduated with a bachelor's in business from Menlo College, and I am a total late bloomer. So for all of you out there that are late bloomers that have, I have learning disabilities I had to overcome. So I worked and then went back while I was working full-time for the County of Santa Clara in public relations, marketing and communications background. I got my degree at night in school at Menlo College. They have a Paris Studies program that was really great. So if you are one of those who needs to raise a family, like I did, and have other responsibilities that really don't allow you to finish school in a timely fashion or traditionally, you can always go to school at night. And so I encourage that because it really opened up a lot of doors. It gave me a lot of self-confidence. It was what I needed to just feel complete within my own self, and it meant a lot to me to do that, and so I was really glad to do that. In the meantime, working into that finishing my degree, I was in a lot of community programs and volunteered a lot, and that meant a lot to me to get back to the community. And the Chicano movement enabled me to finish college by basically by being in those groups like Adelante Mujer and other Latino groups that had women that were like me, that were just full of encouragement and support, and may or may not have raised a family. And may or may not have struggled. They just really, they were supportive. They were great. They were just like an extended family, and you really need that when you're young and you're going out in the world, because you don't know who you can trust necessarily. So having a group of people that support you and that care about you just for nothing else other than to see you succeed is a really beautiful thing, and I encourage you to look for people that support you like that. And let's see, major obstacles I had to overcome. Well, dyslexia. When I sit in the college library, I've been to like 5 different universities, and I would sit in the library over, this is like, I'm talking like over 20, 25 years. I would sit in the library and the letters would just fall off the page. So I didn't know I had dyslexia because back then they didn't call it that. I didn't know. So, so the movement helped me by just being supportive. And obstacles to overcome, I think I said that. Message for today's students, hang in there, it gets better. Hang in there, be kind. Support people that are less fortunate than you, and that will come back and the karma will be good for you. And always look behind you to help out, because there's always someone coming up. And I always think that there's always someone who has more money, more fame, more power, more this or that. And then there's always people below that don't. So just consider yourself somewhere in the middle and strive for your best, being your best, what is good for you, what is right for you. And que viva la raza. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Let's talk about it.
Vote. Orderly, vote off it.
What'd you say? Now? 1, 2. Go ahead.
I know, until they're slow, right?
Yeah, we're like... What's your good side? Which one should I take? What's your best side?
My name is Roberto Chavez. Some people call me Professor Chavez, Coach Chavez, Cha-Cha Chavez. My hometown is PR, Pico Rivera, down in Southern California. I graduated from CSU Northridge with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Chicano Studies. minor in English as a second language, and I got my MLS from CSU Fullerton. The Chicano movement enabled me to finish college by motivating me to participate, because there wasn't many of us back in the 60s going to college. Where make sure that you study, make sure you hit the books, make sure you find somebody that you can study with, because number one priority is anybody can quit. I've seen too many of my students as an instructor with beautiful minds get involved with other things other than their education and drop out. So my message today for you guys is to, number one, get out the vote, and number two, shoot for your goals and objectives in life. Ciao.
If ever you want to save a country, vote. Orderly, vote often.
What'd you say? Now, 1, 2, go ahead.
I know, until they're slow, right?
Yeah, we're like...
What's your good side? Which one should I take? What's your best side?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Michelle, and I was born in San Jose in 1942. My family were farm workers, so in the wintertime they would work in the fields in Santa Maria, and then in the summertime they would come here and work in the prunes and the apricots. There was a farm in Evergreen, where Evergreen College is now. That used to be the place that my dad would actually help pick the fruit that was there. I actually didn't graduate from high school. I got a GED. I actually dropped out when I was a junior in high school. And then I went and got a GED. I was working as a dishwasher, of all things, and I just thought that I could do better. I quit my job as a dishwasher, and I told my mom that I was going to go to San Jose City College, and she started to cry, and she cried because she said, "You're leaving a job where you work indoors and they also feed you?" And I said, "Yeah, because I got to do better."
Still here, dude. It's still here.
All right. And Tino Esparza and Rasul Reina and Sal Gascon. And he's the one that got us to San Jose State. We have all students, somebody's shoulders. We don't do things ourselves. And some of the students that you helped, I know, I was looking around and I saw Lawrence Holguin. He came to me from Visalia. But every time I see him, the first thing I remember is on the first march to Sacramento, he brought in a semi-truck to carry all the sleeping bags. I remember that. Thank you. I remember that. And then his buddy, John Duran, he took one of the most beautiful girls from San Pedro that we had in UP student and married her. But they were good students, they were good people, they did the work. I saw Arturo Lopez from San Jose, a student with so much potential, but he partied too much. There he is. But he did graduate, and he's one hell of a man. He's helped a lot of people. He teaches Tai Chi now, free, and in Fresno area. He's a good man, done good things. All of you have done good things. You have passed it on, and that's what it was about. Help somebody that's going to help somebody else. All of you were recruited, and that's why we recruited you, because you had a history of doing things. When we recruited in Bakersfield, we got some of the best people that they had. About 12 of them came. No, they did. There's 12 of them that came, and Ramon Martinez was one of them. Pedal Darete was another one. Joe Vigil, Maria Fuentes, and she's still giving, and she's still doing good work. And that's what it takes, because there's so much work to do yet. We are not finished. And there's so much work to do. And if we don't finish the job, our grandkids are going to have to do it. And then their kids. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. You know, you have the skills, you have the education, you have the experience, you've been doing it all this time. Keep doing it. Enjoy life, but do it. That's one of the reasons I'm still in the council, because there's still a lot of work to do. Even wherever you live, there's still a lot of work to do. In my town, we got a big problem with drugs, and we got a big problem with gangs. And guess what? They're Chicanos. You know, like somebody's got to step in, somebody's got to do something. There's more to do, because we can't just continue to arrest them. You know, we need to intervene, we need to provide some jobs, we need to do some prevention work. We can't continue this. We've had the gangs now for over 50 years. When are we going to solve that? When are we going to solve that? Drugs, yeah, it's getting bad. It's real bad. We need to do that too. And now we have people with skills, with education and all that. Pass it on. Continue to do the job that you're doing. I'm very proud. When I said it before, I'm very proud of all of you. All of you. You know, I was watching Tony over here. Antonio Chavez, he was one of my recruiters. I remember when he came out of the service and he applied for the job bill also, and he always had a real good list of students that he recruited from Overfeld and from James League and all places. He did a very good job for me. It made me look good as the OP director. So did Arnold Bojorquez. He did a very good job. The tutors, everybody helped. Everybody did something good. And that's why we succeeded. Nobody gave us anything. We worked for it, we earned it, we did it. And all we wanted from San Jose State was a chance. Give us a chance to try and let us fail if we have to. But give us a chance.